Thank you for tuning in to another edition of Not Church, where we encourage people to think. Why in the world have we fixed our mind, if you will, to think that growth, spiritual growth, stops with a revelation of Jesus Christ? Think about that for a minute. The black church for many years have gotten a revelation of Jesus, and that relationship has become so emotional with Jesus. By the way, that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing that you have a relational connection to Jesus the Christ. My thought is, though, why have we boxed ourselves in to think that everything stops with Jesus? I'm looking back at my own life, and I want to reflect on that. I don't have any regrets. When I look at my entire life's journey and how, when I was young, I had a revelation of God, and from there, persons introduced me to the person of Jesus Christ. One of my fathers in the Lord, whom I love very dearly, was a Jesus fanatic. And he took me to the first holiness church I ever went to. And I felt something there that I would never forget. And I would never regret that part of my journey, because it opened me up in ways that is inexplicable. And I appreciate that to this day. I love him. I love his children. They were like brothers and sisters to me. And I would never forget how God used him to help me at a time in my life that I really needed God. And he may not even know how much I appreciate that and appreciate him for that. But even beyond that, there's been plenty of people that have helped to cultivate my relationship with Jesus, bring me more understanding of Jesus, revelatory knowledge through the years. And I don't regret any of it. However, because this is my journey, I understand that I cannot stop with the information that people gave me. And Jesus and the revelation of Jesus will always live inside of me. And I have no regrets about that whatsoever. My qualm is when I see persons in the black church stopping right there as if this is all it is to God, and this is all it is to knowing the depth of who God is, and allowing God to work deep within us to change and transform some things. Jesus's mission, Jesus' self, was to show us that we could get to the Father. We could know the Father better than we've known the Father in the past by Jesus's example. And so I take these lessons and I look at them as points of growth in my life, not places of regret. It's not Jesus or this. It's not, because I'm growing in a particular area, I'm just discounting Jesus and the New Testament and Christianity and all. It's none of that. That I accept wherever truth, God takes me. Jesus was part of my truth and will always live on the inside of me. But my truth marches on, and I'm thankful for that. And I want you to understand that if you decide to continue to explore on your spiritual journey, and continue to walk with God, and continue to expand your thinking and your territories, in my estimation at least, I believe God is well pleased with that. And I think you'll be well pleased with it as you continue to learn and grow and become all that God will have you to be. Okay? So thank you again for tuning in to this session of Not Church. It's always an honor, a pleasure, a privilege to talk to you. And remember, it's okay. It's okay to think. Until we meet again. Everybody won't be on top, yeah. Whether the roof or the mountaintop. Right.